What's up, my fellow fixers? And in today's video, we're going to be trying to fix this Xbox 360 controller. My name is Scott, and you're watching Scott Fix. Okay, so we have our Xbox 360 controller, and as you can see, it's a little bit grubby. Ugh. It's going to need a really good clean afterwards. But our problem is on the other side. And if we look closely here, we can see that we are missing one of our battery connectors, one of our terminals, and there appears to be quite a bit of rust inside and potentially some down there on the board itself. So what we're going to be attempting to do today is take this apart, replace this missing part, and then hopefully we'll have a working controller. So to do that, we need to obviously take the controller apart, and as you probably guessed if you've not seen one of my videos already, this is the first time I'm doing this as well. Now, I've gone through my screwdriver bits and I've found the one that fits for these screws. I can't actually tell you what bit it is, but it's that one, if you can actually see it. There we go. Like a bit of a star with a little hole in the middle. So that's the one we want. So first of all, let's get our screws undone. I do know that we have one underneath this little sticker here, so I'm going to try and peel this off if I can. And there we go. And to be fair, I think next time I'll probably use a little bit of heat just to try and remove that sticker a little bit easier. But that is all of our screws. Okay, so now we just need to pry it apart. And voila! So we have our rumble here, our triggers. Are there any other screws holding this in? Doesn't appear to be. Oh, we can just take that straight out. Excellent. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect these rumbles just to get them out of the way. Make it a little bit easier to work with. That one's for our left, and this one's for our right. If we try and zoom in a little bit more, trying to see exactly what we're looking at here. So we've got this capacitor, which appears to be a little bit rusty. Oh, we've got a lot of build up down the side here. And our actual terminal itself, so where does it go? It goes in here somewhere, doesn't it? What about around the back? So I'm presuming, looking at this one here, this big blob is for this terminal. This blob here should be where the second one goes. Okay, so I guess the first point of call really is to give this a little bit of a scrub up with some IPA, and then we'll take the solder away from here, and then we'll see if we can get ourselves a new connector. Now, one of the things I'm going to do quickly is I just want to check this cap just to make sure we haven't got any issues with it. So we're going to get our multimeter into continuity mode. Black lead goes on ground. Now I know ground is normally found by going for the negative on a board, and this is our negative battery terminal, so this should be ground. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we're not getting a beep on one side but not on the other. Cool. So that capacitor, as far as I'm aware, is okay, which is excellent. Okay, so we're going to use a toothbrush with some IPA and just give this area a nice little clean. Which is all good. Just want to try and zoom in a little bit more there. Yeah, there's a resistor. Are we missing a capacitor? Right there. Or is it just I can't see it? No, I think we might be missing the capacitor. Damn, that could be a problem. Just give this a little clean as well around here. Okay, I don't actually have like a spare board that I can cross-reference this against. Okay, well we'll just proceed and then we'll see what happens. So I guess the next point of call then is to get this solder blob off, and then we can see if we can put our new terminal in. Okay, so I've actually going to get myself some proper flux this time. Oh, that's that's a big blob. This is the first time I've ever squeezed it, so forgive me. So what we then do is we add a bit more new solder, like so, and then we get our solder wick. No relation to John. Okay, we see we've got the tiny bit of the old terminal still sticking in there. What I'm noticing is that I've actually taken all the solder away, but it's not coming through. And I can't help but feel like it's something to do with this big blob that's right here. So I think I might have to desolder this whole connector, which I don't really want to do. Let's see if I can scrape this away a bit more. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, you can see inside here we've got loads of rust and corrosion. So I think I'm going to have to take this whole bit off. Okay, cool. Right, I thought I'd removed all the solder, but it just wasn't coming off. It was these two little plastic, get that in focus, there's two little plastic pins here. Damn you! Okay, right, so we see we've got quite a bit of gunk inside there, so we're going to give that a clean up. And then we can see underneath, again, quite a little bit of gunk. So I'm glad I actually did take that off too, so we can give that a clean. Okay, I'm not actually sure what this bit is. Is this for like a headphone jack, maybe? Possibly. Still looking a bit rubbish. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So let's get back to our board. So we've still got this little bit here from the old battery terminal, which is just in here. Okay, it would seem this bit is sort of rusted inside. Just doesn't want to budge. It's all just rusty inside there. Obviously, I don't want to do any damage. But at the same time, it ain't budging. When all else fails, just pull it out with a pair of tweezers. Okay, right, so let's try and give that another nice little clean. Yeah, there still appears to be quite a bit of gunk inside there. Just poke the tweezers through. Yeah, they're going all the way through. I can honestly say that was a lot trickier than I thought it would be to get it out. But we now have a clear hole all the way through, which is good. Okay, so our next port of call now will be to attach a new battery terminal. And I have one here, which I've purchased specifically just for this job. So that's going to go in like so. Right, so before I do that, I think I want to be getting this back on first. I think that's okay, so let's now put in our battery terminal. Drop in a little bit of the flux. And then we have our new terminal attached. So what we need to do now is just put it back together. Right. I don't think we're going to need the rumbles to do any testing here, so I won't bother connecting them for the minute, because all we're looking to do is try and get some power into the actual controller itself. Actually, one thing I didn't do is clean that. Let's give that a bit of a clean first. Okay, that will do for the minute. I'm going to obviously give this a proper clean afterwards. For now, we have that back together. Right, now we need some batteries. Okay, so I have a power pack here. Get it slotted on. Moment of truth. There is power! Wow, okay, right, so what I need to do now, obviously, is to get this fully back together, and then I need to hook this up to a Xbox to make sure it syncs, and then I can do some proper testing on it. But so far, that's good. Very happy, very happy indeed. All right, so we have our Xbox set up. We have our controller, so let's just turn it back on again. And now we want to sync it up to our Xbox. So let's hold the sync button. Let's go over to our Xbox and press the sync button. And the moment of truth, it's paired up. Okay, brilliant. So now let's just do a little test on some of the controls. So it's moving up, down, left, right. Sorry, it's really hard to try and film and do this at the same time. But yeah, excellent, brilliant. Happy with that, absolutely fantastic. We appear to have fixed this controller. I'm going to do some proper testing now with both my hands, and then I'll come back with this controller being all nice and clean as well. So if we just take a nice little look in here at all the disgusting. Okay, so when I come back, it should all be nice and spanky and new looking again. See you in a bit. And here we have it, guys, our finished product. And I must admit, I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. It's looking quite shiny and very clean. I actually decided to do a video of this, of me stripping it down and giving it a full clean and then putting it back together again. So I'll be releasing that in the near future. So if you'd like to see that, then please press the subscribe button and check out that video. Or at the point when it's done, I'll probably stick a link to it up here somewhere in the corner. But yeah, as I said, I'm really happy with this little fix here and how this controller's come out. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take it easy.